Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod Woman, or Pearls of Wisdom and Food on Facebook. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night if you're like me, a creature that's up before anybody, even the roosters. So, I hope you're doing well today. I hope that your plan is fulfilling your expectations. How are you with your discipline today? What's up with discipline? Now, for some of us, I embrace discipline. It's easier for me. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird that way, but to me, it's like flannel sheets, that I could wrap myself in, or fleece. I just feel a comfort in knowing that I have my parameters of what I'm eating for the day. And it just makes me feel secure. It just makes me feel organized, done, taken care of. And today was not unlike one of those days. I was able to wake up early, and I made some turnip, and I baked some acorn squash. And so I love winter vegetables, in case you didn't know. And so my pasture number 4 Whole Foods chicken has been roasted. And I went downstairs and used some scissors on it, cutting up parts, which we will have tonight with turnip and steamed organic broccoli and steamed organic cauliflower. And then I'll have my salad of romaine, 1 tablespoon of crumbled organic blue cheese, and 1 tablespoon of Evu. My first meal will be after I do my nutrition group today, and that will be the 1 gently scrambled egg with broccoli, 1 strip of uncured bacon, and then the rest of the egg mixture on top, and then 1/2 of an ounce of raw unpasteurized cheese. My smoothie today at 2 will be 1 cup of berries. This happens to be blueberries, raspberries, 1/2 cup of kefir or kefir, 1/4 cup of full-fat organic plain yogurt, 1 tablespoon of Spectrum ground flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and my slightly sauteed mixed greens. So I have to go to Whole Foods today because I need a lot of those goodies replaced and replenished. And then also with my egg mixture, I'm having my unsweetened, unalkalized Ghirardelli dark chocolate, 0 grams of sugar, with 1 tablespoon of Xyla, which is xylitol and approved by the Bulletproof Diet, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and 12 ounces of coconut milk that does not have carrageenan in it. Oh, you just get good at pronouncing these names, or maybe not so good. So that's my food for the day, and I'm kind of excited. And if I have a moment to breathe at work, which I may not, I'm going to look up how many carbohydrates I have, because the podcasts I've been listening to say that to get to the place where I want to be, you need to kind of be below 75 on maintenance grams of carbs, and 50 if you want to continue to lose whatever your goal is. So I was just curious about adding it up. It says not to have your fruit until afternoon, which I will do at 2. And I am down to 1 fruit right now, and it's like absolutely amazing when I think about it. Hence all the vegetables that I have access to. So my discipline and my structure is different than it might have been when I first entered Weight Watchers and tracked all the goodies and ate all the way through the day. I was a grazer. Some of you have seen what I'm taking to lunch for my long shift and probably figured, where is she ever putting that? Well, in my lunch bag and then in my belly. But now I've changed completely because of the coconut oil, olive oil, and butter that I'm having in my fat-adapted food plan, and I'm not eating as much. But I'm longer satisfied, so that it's not like there's a lot of snacks. In case of emergency, break this little window. I have 1 tablespoon of almond butter that I will have in case what I've brought for the day doesn't last. And so that's my structured, disciplined food plan for the day. And I'm reading really, really, really good posts and comments. Some of you are joining the tribe. Others are still resistant. Don't blame you. Took me a lot of time too. And guess what? You don't have to. If you just need to listen to my voice because you got used to it, and I still talk about motivating you. I still talk about planning what you're going to have, prepping what you're going to have, feeling safe with your food, how to handle social events that could flummox you. I'm, for example, going to a bridal shower at the Pasta House. Oh, joy! But I will make it a rare and appropriate event if they have gluten-free. And rare and appropriate, for those of you uninitiated, rare and appropriate are those times when we step away from what our regular food plan is for a 1-meal event. We know what we're having the next day. Maybe we know what we're having for dinner if it's a lunchtime or brunch time event. But we do not fret or worry. All is not lost. We are having a rare and appropriate event. And that's just to go with the flow. For some of us, feeling normal at a social event is more important than what we put in our mouths. And also just enjoying the things that you wouldn't have because we don't eat like that when it's not rare and appropriate. It doesn't mean that you pull a chair up to the buffet table and go hog wild. What it means is that you take your hat that you've had on since you've been tracking, weighing, measuring, shopping, prepping, planning, and losing with, and you go to this event and you do priorities. What's your priority? Is it to have something sweet? Is it to have that roll with butter? Is it to have some sort of gooey casserole that heretofore would be like a no-no? It's really making sound and sane choices. If you are going to an event and you have some worry or anxiety, you may always do what I call, it's my sharpened tool, and it's called bookending. And it is calling, emailing, texting, private messaging me, anybody that you can say you're going to this event, that you have done everything you possibly can to look up what they offer, be it a wedding or a restaurant or a friend's house or a something where you can get some insight. You will be packing things like your own creamers, your own sugar choice, your own salad dressing choice, if you can, if it doesn't make you feel like, a purple elephant in the middle of the room with a neon scarf around your neck. If you can't feel normal by bringing these little goodies and it's just too much thought, then, use your head and see what your better bad choices can be, and if there's any sacrifices you can make while at this rare and appropriate event. Caution. If you and then, so you tell somebody where you're going, what you're going to allow yourself, and then you immediately contact this person after to either tell on yourself or to do your patting on the back because you were able to know that you had to answer to somebody, because sometimes being accountable to somebody is what we need. If you are not able to do something like this, if you are a binger, if you're still struggling, if you hit each weekend and end up with a messy Monday confession, perhaps not going to this event. I know that Penn Jillette will sometimes not eat at these events. He will have whatever is on his food plan before he leaves, and he will know that at the end, when he gets home, he will have something to eat. So his bookend is actually his food, and he will go to the event and just be 100% present for the people. Because there's nothing worse than feeling guilt, shame, remorse, that yucky feeling when we feel we have failed ourselves. So if you struggle with still not knowing how to be rare and appropriate, then maybe it's best that you eat beforehand and then have something to have after you get home. So you're going with a full belly, so you know that it's not a hunger thing, it's a trigger. And a trigger and a craving are different than true hunger, which you have taken care of before the event. And when you go home, there's a little reward afterwards, and that is what you didn't overeat on. So, this is just my suggestion for the day. Maybe I'm going to title this Rare and Appropriate for when we go out. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're tracking. I hope you're exercising. I hope you're drinking your water. I hope you're investing in you. I hope you're doing what you are comfortable with and not feeling forced to do anything that you don't want to do. After all, in the end, it might be what the scale says still, because we're women for the most part, and that is how we have been just raised. That's all we know is what that damn scale says, which once you get past that, it's so meaningless. What feels good is what this is doing for you. So anyway, I'm off to work. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please comment below. Rare and appropriate. Bookending your event so you can be accountable to somebody. These are my tips and tools for the day. Until the next time, this is Sarah. Bye-bye for now.